You cannot call albinos sand people.
That doesn't even make sense.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fresh Thoughts Smarts podcast.
Why would you call an albino person a sand person? Is that what you said?
Because they're so white, like sand.
Okay.
Sands on our beaches are dirty, though.
Yeah, I would never think to call someone that, but thank you for making sure I don't.
Just want to make sure you say a lot of offside shit and people don't deserve it.
I do not.
Some people say you're on the edge of being racist.
Well, no, I don't think so.
So where are we at? What's going on? You got a podcast for us today?
I do. It's been a couple weeks because we had some exciting stuff happening. I turned 30.
You're old.
Yeah.
I just think you should know that.
I know. You've been telling everybody.
I feel like the way that the body works is on the way up from like 15 to 16 as a woman, you start to develop milk. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
What?
You start to develop milk. And then at 30, it starts to go to dust.
Are you talking about in boobs?
I don't know.
That's not how that works. Mine
Like
do not have milk
do
in
I look
them
like
right
a
now.
fucking scientist to you?
Your boobs only produce milk when you're pregnant.
I know that.
Okay.
I'm just thinking that your body's ready for it. And now it's like, nope, we're heading to dust.
Yeah, it'd be nice if my body figured out we're not going to have kids and it could just stop doing all that lovely stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our parents can't even figure that out, so I don't know how the fuck your body's supposed to.
I think turning 30 is going to help.
Yeah. I think that we're going to start to actually see their thoughts, not just their little backhanded comments.
True, because maybe the denial's over
The
at
pressure
this point.
will start to hit.
Because for their generation, like 30's old to be having kids.
Yeah. Your grandma was like fucking 19, had 3 kids.
She was 19 when she got married. She had her first kid probably at 20.
Had to be married first. Don't be a slut.
That's right.
Can't be going to the drive-in with no hillbilly and putting babies in yourself before you're married.
Yeah, it'll be. I'm curious to see. Does our family seem as accepting as they have about us not having kids, or is it going to change now that it's going to actually sink in that I'm 30 and I'm not having kids?
I think people are expecting it to switch. There's people that have made comments that, like, even girls that I work with have made comments because I've said like we don't want to have kids, and they said, "How old are you guys?" And I'm like, "Sure, my wife's turning 30 shortly." And this was a while back, and she's like, "Yeah, her mind's gonna change."
Yeah, but people also all said when your sister got pregnant, "Oh, as soon as you have a niece,
you're gonna want to have.
You'll change your mind. You'll want your own." No, I don't. I love my niece, and you know what? I also love going home,
my freedom,
without
and
a
my
child.
sleep, and my bank account,
Yes.
and I like doing shit that I want to do because I'm fucking selfish.
Yeah.
Fuck kids.
And I can spend however much money I want to spend on her because I don't have my own.
That's right. Well,
And-
let's put a limit on that.
No, we got to order her first birthday gift soon, actually.
Yeah,
we
we
got to get
do.
on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uncle Greg and Aunt Kristen are showing everyone up.
Why? What are
Not
we
to
doing?
add people's ears.
What are we doing today?
We're just going to talk about my birthday. It's all about me today.
Oh my God.
So the weekend before my birthday, Greg planned a amazing surprise trip for me.
Bow, 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 bow.
I did not know where we were going. All I knew is it involved a passport, and we were going from Friday to Sunday.
Correct.
The plan was start driving, and I'll find out at the border where we're going when they obviously ask, where are you headed? That did not quite go to plan.
I did so well for so long.
You did really good, actually, not telling me. We had a couple conversations where I could tell you were really wanting to cave.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'd be like, do you want me to just tell you where we're going? And I was like, no, not really. Well, do you want me to tell you like the vibe of it? I'm like, is that going to give it away? You're like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, okay. So you kept wanting to like tell me things, but you did good not to actually give away the place. I would have never guessed it though.
I don't think you would have guessed it, no.
But it might be one of my new favorite places to go.
Is that right?
Yeah, I really liked it.
It was Lake Placid.
Lake Placid, New York.
You drive through places you would think are Arkansas or fucking Louisiana on the way there. They really feel like small town American homes.
Like the house that was decorated with toilets.
That one was just white trash. I'm talking like nice southern houses. Like,
Oh, yes.
they're older. They're really, really small towns. They don't have a fucking gas station, for Christ's sake.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a beautiful drive.
It was. Other than this one house we drove by. And I was very confused at first because their laneway was lined with toilets, like full size normal toilets, probably 20 of them down the laneway. And they all had flowers in the toilets. Like they were supposed to be flower pots. I was like, wow, maybe they're a plumber business and they're trying to be catchy. No, they just decorated their entire property with toilets full of flowers. They were all around the house. They were around like their back shed and like this garden area. It was
I don't care how much of a recycler you are or how much you want to save the planet. Our ceramic, or what are they? Not ceramic. Porcelain toilets aren't saving the earth. Even if you're a plumber, you're like, this is cool. It's hilarious. We're a plumbing company. We have fucking toilets leading in. It's so tacky and fucked up.
Yeah.
Someone took dumps in that thing for like 15 years.
Also, like, where do you go to find old toilets?
Well, wouldn't be
dump?
super hard. Yeah.
But wouldn't they be broken by the time they get there?
No, well, not necessarily. Not maybe some of those had cracks in them. It really wouldn't matter. They're filling them full of dirt and flowers.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to picture like where you would go to load up on 20 used toilets.
I just don't know why we're not immediately like marking that down in the town's fucking police station.
That's when you need a homeowner society.
You just need someone. And you know what? People are like, you need freedom. Don't let them control what you do. We need to control some things.
Those people need some help.
This is fucked up. They need to be put on a list of like, they might be a little cuckoo.
Yeah. They should
like,
be
I'm
on
going
a
to
watch
decorate
list.
with toilets and, eat birds. I don't know. They seem like they'd have just have fucked up. I don't know where that went.
Everyone eat birds?
No.
Chickens?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm talking like a fucking
Quail? People eat
I'm
quail?
talking like a cardinal.
Duck?
Or a blackbird or a seagull.
Ew, could you imagine eating a seagull?
Maybe it's good meat.
That is some redneck white trash shit.
That would be so wild to find a fucking family eating seagulls. They've got people in their basements.
Yeah.
And they're
that are
torturing
making
them.
the toilet flower pots.
Yeah.
So.
No breaks.
Yes, it was a very lovely drive other than that one interesting house. But it was kind of wild. Like the views. I know Canada has like lots of mountains and woods and trees but like not in Southern Ontario.
No, not as many anyway.
Southern Ontario is fields and bushes. But like I kept saying to Greg, I don't feel like we're in New York. He's like, New York State is huge. What do you mean? I'm like, yes, I understand. I feel like we're in freaking like Montana. Like
you been to Montana?
No, but I've seen it. Have you watched Yellowstone?
No.
People are going to rip you apart for that. How have you not watched Yellowstone?
Because I'm not in with the ends. I don't mind it. Like I think I watched the first handful of episodes. Some of it seems pretty cool, but it's not for me. I'm not a TV guy. I like put on TV I don't need to pay attention to. I watch Suits fucking 90 times.
I know. We like literally only watch TV together while we eat dinner for one episode.
Yeah.
And then we turn it off.
And I would still prefer to do that at the kitchen table. That's a you thing.
Eat dinner at the kitchen table?
Yeah. No phones, no TV.
Oh, I sensory-wise can't do that.
You just put on music like I've requested or recommended. Socialize, chat, talk.
That's what we're doing right now.
Oh, fucking all right.
That's why we started a podcast, so we can socialize and chat and talk.
Do you feel 30?
Honestly, no.
You look 30.
That's fucking rude.
What do you mean?
That sounded like an insult.
You look mature and together.
Okay.
and old.
Says the guy with gray hair.
What? I don't have gray hair.
Yes, you do in your beard.
I get a couple, and they haven't been coming back for a hot minute now.
Are you pulling them out?
No, they just haven't been coming back. You haven't been stressing me out as much, so my skin color or my hair color is coming out the right way.
Oh, that's good.
I can't wait till you get a fucking white strand.
This is why I color my hair already, and then I just won't know.
Oh.
Yeah, if I just start now, it's a thing I'm used to doing, and I just won't stop, so I'll never see the grays.
Oh.
Because, see, if I'm like my mom, I have nothing to worry about because she's 58 and still has not dyed her hair.
Yeah.
Yes, she has some gray hairs now, but like she's going gray quite nicely.
Yeah.
If I'm like my father.
You're going to be bald by 35.
Shut up. I will not be bald.
Okay.
But I'll be gray because him and his sisters all started going gray at like 30.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So
yeah,
I'm just glad I didn't get like a gray hair right around my 30th because I might have cried.
Yeah, that'd be a tough time to get it.
Yeah. I might go on a downhill spiral if that happened, but no,
spiral.
I don't feel any different. I feel like mentally I still feel like I'm 26.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, you know, when people ask you how old you are and you just mentally quickly go to an age.
Oh, yeah, I guess
my brain goes, I'm 26. And then I'm like, oh.
No, I still say 28.
29. And then I'm like, now I'm 30.
Yeah, it does come quick, and it's fucking depressing. I don't know who's listening out there that's like, I'm 45, you fucks. I'm like, well, you know, that does suck. You're a lot closer to death than we are, but that's not on us.
I'm not like, I don't know. I wasn't depressed about it before. I'm not depressed about it now because a lot of people keep telling me your 30s are actually some of the best years of your life. And I quite believe that actually for us. Yeah. I think our 30s are going to be life-changing years.
That's if the world doesn't go to war.
Well, we're not going to talk about that. That has nothing to do with my birthday.
Oh.
This episode's about me.
Oh, okay.
So, should we tell a story of how I found out where we're going? Or where we were going?
Yeah, a guy from my work fucked it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I have this customer of mine at work, and he's pretty aggressive and direct. And I tried to pre-warn Kristen when he called that he says some offside shit that she would not be used to hearing. And he answered the phone, and he asked about Kristen being there because he kind of knew we were going away. And he's like, do you know where you're going? And I said, she does not. He said, okay. And then we talked for a couple minutes, and he said, so, Kristen, what are you looking forward to in Lake Placid?
I tried to play stupid. I was like, Lake Placid? He's like, yeah. Isn't that where you're going? I'm like, I don't know. Is that where I'm going?
And then I'm like, she doesn't know where she was going. You asked. I said, no. He said, you said yes. I said, I fucking didn't.
He did feel pretty bad, and it was pretty funny. But
I was like, oh, well. Now you know you're going. You would have found out at the border regardless, but that was a fucking 4-hour drive still.
It wasn't even that. We were like 20 minutes into our drive at that point.
Yeah. So we're 4 hours, so you were going to get to the border.
Oh, to the border. Yes. Yes.
Where you would have found out.
Yeah. The drive actually didn't seem that long. It was like, what, 6.5?
It was a much nicer drive in the States than it was in Canada. Not for what the country is, but because the Canadian drive was the 401 for 4 hours. Mm-hmm. Where when we cross down into New York, there's no major highways to get down to Lake Placid. So you're just taking backcountry roads the whole way.
Like, we were legit like in
like 2-lane roads
in the
woods. Middle of fucking nowhere.
We had no service.
Yeah.
I was a little bit like, let's not have anything bad happen. Then we're passing all the moose crossing signs. And I'm like, let's not hit a moose when we're in the middle of nowhere with no service.
Ideally, we will not.
I wanted to see a moose. I mean, I have seen a moose before. You have not. So that would have been pretty cool.
I've seen the same moose that's pretty much in the same state yours was.
Kind of, yeah.
Just not all of it.
You've just seen the head of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're huge. Humongous animals.
Huge.
They're like 7-8 feet tall.
Massive.
But no, we did not see a moose.
But we did see a bear.
We did see a bear.
And that became the characteristics of our entire fucking trip.
Yeah.
Characteristics?
Like, it was every time I saw a sticker.
It was a bear.
I got one with a bear on it. I got a shirt and I wanted it. Actually, no. Did it? Does it?
I don't know.
It's in the laundry. I got a shirt. It might have a bear on it, but it was a thought. I just wanted to get Chevy a stuffed teddy bear.
Yeah.
We didn't.
We got to order him one.
It's not the same. It didn't come from Lake Placid.
Well, then we'll go back.
We also didn't get Caroline anything from Lake Placid.
That's on you.
No, it's not.
I recommended it, and you said, nah, fuck her.
I had found a cute little shirt, and you were like, let's not just buy the first thing we see.
Yeah, well...
And then we didn't get her anything.
Well, she needs to know how life works, and she doesn't get everything she wants.
Well, yeah. Yeah, we saw a bear. That was pretty cool. We
It
were
was pretty cool.
mind-boggled by it for like 20 minutes.
If you're anywhere near driving distance to Lake Placid, I highly recommend going and check it out. It's the old 1980s Olympic Stadium, and it's where Miracle happened, the movie, the hockey movie.
We still haven't watched that.
No, we said we'd wait till winter.
Yeah, it's more of a winter movie. That's right.
Yeah, instead of watching it it's 45 degrees outside.
Yeah.
It's like 35 feels like 45. It is fucking absolutely disgusting. I played golf this morning. I shot a 44. I should have shot a 40. We're not talking about it.
Well, that's what happens when you choke.
I'm still happy about it. You want to choke? Pervert.
I don't think it's disgustingly hot. I quite enjoy it actually.
It's just like a fucking... Well, it wasn't as... no, it was still pretty humid. It's just fucking hot. Like, it's just hot.
I just sat outside and sweat for like 2 hours today.
What's 40 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit?
I don't know.
Siri, what is 40 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit?
40 degrees Celsius is 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
Huh.
How did that come through our headphones?
I have this thing connected to the Bluetooth.
That's so fancy.
104.
104. I was going to say, I didn't even hear the answer because I was so caught off guard by being in my headphones.
Siri, what is the average temperature in Austin, Texas in the summer?
The average high temperature in the summer months of June to September is around 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 degrees Celsius, with occasional heat waves reaching up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 38 degrees Celsius. This is from trip.com.
We'll be perfectly fine because they don't have the humidity.
That's easy.
It's dry heat.
That's easy weather.
Let's go.
Who the fuck are you trying to convince?
What else did we do? So we went to Lake Placid. We saw the stadium. We walked downtown. Beautiful views of the lake.
Yeah, the mountaintops you can see. It's pretty cool.
I'm convinced I now want to open a coffee shop bookstore that's on the lake because there was a coffee shop with a little patio that looked over the lake. I could work there every day and be so happy. What else did we do? We went shopping. I got some goodies from Target and Walmart.
Yeah, you're expensive.
Only a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought was my birthday celebrations. So we come home, go back to work. That obviously sucked.
We
so
took
hard.
one day off.
We did. We took the Monday off, which was quite nice to have that day to kind of like be home.
Yeah, because we didn't get home till like 10:30 on the Sunday.
Yeah. We took our time coming back so we could shop. Got through the work week. Friday night, I went out for dinner and hung out with one of my friends.
Yeah.
Saturday, Greg had surprise numero 2 for me, which was I had a tattoo appointment on Saturday morning. So I have a new tattoo. Oh, I forgot to put lotion on it after I showered. It's in the flaky peely process. Can you see it?
Yeah, you don't see it flaking.
Book with flowers coming out of it.
Yay!
And it's so pretty, and I'm obsessed with it because it's fine lines and a little bit of shading, and it's so pretty.
Yes, very pretty.
That was how I started my day. Great start to my birthday. Yeah. Greg kept telling my tattoo artist that I'm a cougar and an old woman. And he started calling me grandma.
I don't know if I did that.
You did? Yes, you did.
I don't think so.
You did. Multiple times.
Doesn't sound like something I did.
He kept laughing. Best part was when you called me a cougar and said, this is my wife. She's older than me. She's kind of a cougar. And the tattoo artist was like, oh. And I think we had already told him it was my 30th birthday. And he's like, so how old are you? And you're like, 29.
29?
He's like, oh.
29?
And when do you turn 30? And you're like, October.
Yeah. So now every place we walk into, I'm just like, this is my wife. She's A little older than me. Like, can we get a place near the window? She doesn't climatize very well anymore.
She'll take the seniors discount.
Yeah. Do you guys have that? You can park in front of Remax soon. Or not Remax, Rexall.
Yes. 55 plus, right? Not there yet.
25 years. Uh-oh.
I don't like that. Don't say it like that.
Not good.
So then we came home and I got ready and we went out for dinner with my parents and my Nana and my aunt who I share a birthday with. And that was lovely. And then what I thought the plan was after dinner was that we were going to our friend's house to hang out with a few friends and have like a little games night. Surprise number 3, Greg planned a surprise party at said friend's house, which I was not expecting.
Yeah, I wonder whose idea it was to walk out onto the road.
I don't know. I feel like someone told me why, but I don't really remember why. So yeah, we turned the corner and just a mob of people are standing in the street and they didn't even yell surprise. They all just yelled, I don't know what they yelled.
They're just cheering.
They were just cheering and clapping. And I was like, Kristen doesn't like attention. I was just all awkward and was like, hi, everybody.
I think you took it like everyone would.
Yeah, I was very surprised. But you're a very good liar. Which I'm not sure if I should be concerned about.
I don't know if it was lying.
You had some pretty elaborate stories on why certain people couldn't see me on my birthday when I thought we were just hanging out with people.
Yeah.
I'd asked you like, oh, are Hillary and Nick and Caroline going to stop by Stefan and Tara's? Like when I thought we were just having a games night and you're like, no, they're not. It's like, oh, kind of sucks when my birthday's on a Saturday and I don't get to see them. But Greg's elaborate story was that they didn't want to come because it's a 45-minute drive. And Sunday is Father's Day and it's Nick's first Father's Day and he wants to wake up all fresh and well slept to enjoy his day. So I was pissed.
Yeah, you were not happy with that.
I was not happy.
Yeah. I had to try and tell people in advance. I'm like, she's not really happy with you right now. So if she's a little sassy on the text messages, just know that there's a good reason.
Yeah, I was a little butthurt, we'll say, is the feelings I had that people didn't care that it was my birthday. Because my sister and my brother-in-law couldn't be there because they're in Alaska. Understandable. One of my cousins was going to a bachelorette. My other cousin was in Thailand. So again, understandable. They can't plan their lives around my birthday. So yeah, I was a little butthurt that some friends and family weren't going to be there. But then to my surprise, they were all there.
Yeah.
And it was book themed, which Greg knocked that out of the park. You did a very good job with that.
Thank you. You know how hard it is to find book-themed plates that don't look like they're for 90-year-old women?
Oh, really?
Yeah, everything looked like it was for a funeral.
Oh, well, they were really cute, the ones you found.
Yeah, that's Amazon. Amazon's the best. Fuck local business. I'm just kidding.
Amazon is really good for party supplies when they have a theme.
It's just good for the things that like wouldn't make sense for every town center to carry. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like the little odds and ends.
Like Party City's not going to have book themed plates.
Even like a local owned party supplier isn't going to have fucking all these options. Like
maybe they would because it's a trend right now, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Book Talk's a big thing.
It wasn't easy enough to find on Amazon, so I'm shocked.
Yeah, you did good. One of our friends does events for book parties, so she had built this incredible book wall.
Yeah.
And it has like flowers coming out of it and all these open books on it. And then she put a big balloon arch around it. She's very crafty that way. And I think that might be the most excited I got when I first walked in there. I was like, oh my God, you brought the book wall. I was very excited about that.
Yeah, I do get it on Friday because it does not fit in their vehicle.
Yes. I got a lot of books.
Yeah, you did get a lot of books.
How many? I don't know if I've counted. You can see them on my bookshelf behind me. How many are there? There's 10 there? So there's 3 there. So that's 13, 14, 15, 16 because there's some downstairs.
That you just bought?
Yep. So about 16 physical books.
You're not buying another book for the next for the rest of the year.
I still have 3 gift cards though.
Oh, for fuck.
So I got what did I say? 16. So 12 of those books were gifted to me on my birthday. And then I got 7 Indigo gift cards.
How many books did you buy yesterday?
4.
You bought the 2 to finish the series you're currently on.
Yeah. And then I bought the 2 that finished the series that your mom bought me 2 of.
Oh, nice.
So I'll finish the series I'm on. And then I'll do
the
that
bottom
one
ones
next.
there, Chloe Walsh.
Yes. I bought 3 and 4 of that one. And it's funny. The girl Indigo is like, oh, are these good? I've heard people talk about them a lot. I'm like, I don't know. I haven't read the first 2 yet, but I'm buying the next.
Yeah, we already have the first 2.
I'm a person, like, it would have to be a really bad first book if I didn't finish the whole series.
Yeah. I think that we're done your books for the year, though. Like, other than your gift cards. I'm not going to have to buy another book this year.
Probably not. But, like, what if a new release
let's see
comes
here. Let's
out
just see here.
of one of my favorite authors?
Well, the book's not going to go away in a year.
Yeah, but people will start talking about it, and I'll start seeing stuff on TikTok, and I don't want any spoilers.
Well, we'll find out if that happens.
Because I'm pretty sure Elsie
we've
Silver's
got
new book comes
July,
out.
August, September, October, November, December. We have 6 times 4 is 24. So that's 24 books you could technically get through if you stick to one a week.
Which pretty much.
When you have 16.
Sometimes I'm less than one a week. I read the first 2
Okay.
Gold Rush Ranch ones in 1 week.
You have 16.
I mean, I have other books on my bookshelf as well that I haven't read yet. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, you're good for the year.
Yeah.
That's enough. We've spent so much money on books this year.
You know, like I actually get a little bit of anxiety where I'm like, there's so many books I want to read. And then like every time I'm making a good chunk on my to be read list, I just keep adding more.
Okay, so this is the way it's going to work. You get through every single book that we own of you for you, every single one of them that hasn't been read before we buy more. But then we can just go buy full series every time.
Ooh.
We'll go buy all 4 at a time every time.
Intriguing.
Just get through what we already have.
Okay.
You got to get caught up because right now they're fucking all over the place. I read some of these, didn't read these.
Yeah. Yeah. There will be one exception of buying a new book. Like when Hannah's new book comes out, I'll have to go buy that one.
Yeah.
When Elsie Silver's new book comes out, I'll have to go buy that one.
Oh.
You have to support authors when they just release their books. That's how they get on bestseller lists.
They're already huge.
Hannah's not huge yet. She's getting
Hannah's
there.
makes sense.
Elsie Silver needs help too. They all need help.
Oh.
As an aspiring author, you've got to support
Yeah, let's
authors.
talk about that.
Okay.
You read way too much.
No.
If you want to be an author, write, motherfucker. Don't
I'm doing
read.
research on how to write by reading.
I don't think so.
Actually, it does help.
Mm.
It does. Because in my mind, I just write like exactly what's happening. I don't fill in all this other like thought and detail stuff that other books do. So it helps me.
Just start writing.
I have some.
Just start writing and we'll figure out all the middle shit and add stuff to it once we have some kind of starting point. You bastard.
I'm trying.
Okay, so that was your birthday weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got one last birthday surprise for you.
What?
I've been waiting.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
All right, everybody. So I'm going to play a video for Kristen. You guys are all going to hear it. But if you want to see it, you got to watch it on YouTube or we'll share it on our TikTok. Okay?
I know what it is. I heard you say this.
Hey, Kristen. Welcome to creamy consensual squirter heaven. I did get new dentures. That way, I can bite your clit off, put it in my pocket, then take it out later and lick it. Whenever I'm feeling lonely or horny. Love you. Have a great day, you little slut.
She didn't even say happy birthday.
She didn't say happy birthday. And she's clearly watched our TikToks or our videos. She's like, I did get new dentures. I do have teeth.
Oh, because I said that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Kristen. Welcome to creamy consensual squirter heaven.
Ew.
I did get new dentures. That way, I can bite your clit off.
I don't know if I like it.
It's scary.
It's kind of mind fucking me right now that she's watched our stuff for some reason. Like she's not a real person in my brain.
She's a real person.
I know.
She's a real person.
Oh, dear.
And she's going to bite your clit, Kristen.
No, thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Shelly. That was something.
What a beauty. That's Shelly Scoville. Okay.
Yeah.
That's SHELLYSCOVEL. You can order a cameo from her if you'd like this same birthday wish for your wife.
You paid for that?
Yeah.
How
$40.
much? $40 to be told this toothless woman's going to bite my clit off?
Yeah. But, I thought I was going to get more than 30 seconds. I thought it would be like a couple-minute video. I thought it'd be funny. I thought she would say happy birthday at least.
Oh, my God.
But that's just what everyone's getting for their birthdays now.
That's, wow. Thank you so much for that.
Off. Put it in my pocket. Then take it out later and lick it whenever I'm feeling lonely or horny.
Ew.
She's going to put your clit in her pocket.
No more. I really, no more. That was, oh, God.
That's fucked up, and I'm here for it.
You just given
Thank you,
me
Shelly.
so many ideas that I have so much time to execute for your 30th.
Oh. Yeah, better be sick. Should I host a beer Olympics for my birthday?
In October?
Yeah.
Yeah. Weather might be a little questionable.
It doesn't have to be outside.
Where are you going to do beer Olympics inside?
I don't know, rent a hall.
Huh.
Invite everybody. Beer pong, flip cup.
So I said to Greg when we were around my birthday, we were talking about his birthday a little bit, and I said, would you like me to plan something for your birthday, or would you prefer to plan it because you are a planner? And there's no way I could surprise you with a party because you'd plan your own. What?
Okay, continue.
That's it.
Oh.
Just I think you'll probably plan your birthday. If you want to. If you don't want to, I'll do it. But I feel like you enjoy the...
It's just a wild thing to ask someone. Obviously,
Why?
you can't trick them with a surprise party if you fucking ask them.
Huh?
You can't trick someone with a surprise party if you fucking ask them.
Well, just accept it now. You're never going to get a surprise party because you would ruin the surprise. You'd plan your own party.
I feel like I'm always going to have an underlying feeling that something's in the corner.
From me?
From everyone.
I am not a planner.
So?
So?
People can figure stuff out. I'm debating on having a beer Olympics, and I'll have it on the outside of the date of my actual birthday, so it doesn't interfere with anything if something's going on.
Okay.
But...
So you want to drink a lot and be really hungover on your birthday?
I guess.
What day of the week's your birthday on?
Friday.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would work. I was so happy I wasn't hungover after mine.
Yeah, you were a real pussy.
I was not.
Yeah, you were real rude.
No, I was not.
Your guests wanted to take shots with you and drink. And
I
like,
did.
I am
3.
done.
I did 3 shots.
I'm done.
I had 5 drinks.
I'm done.
An edible.
I just want a non-alcoholic drink. I'm not doing this no more.
Because I was drunk. I didn't want to be hungover.
I'm not doing this no more. It could have been your last hangover ever. 30 years old.
Or my hangover from Nicole's birthday could be my last hangover ever.
Birthday?
Buckendo.
Oh. Yeah. Could be.
Could be.
I was so high last night. I was afraid I was going to be hungover.
Oh my God. You thought you were going to be hungover from being high?
And then I slept on a couch.
Ugh.
Like a recliner couch. Like a sectional recliner couch.
They don't have a spare bed?
Grant had it. We could have split it. I said I'd take the couch. I was ready to fall asleep way before them. So I just went upstairs and laid on the couch.
I just would have thought your friends, knowing you have a really bad back,
They offered it to me.
would give you the bed.
They offered it to me. So we could have slept together. Yeah.
Do you want to sleep with Grant?
No, he stinks. And he's got fucking Sasquatch feet. So no, I didn't want to sleep with him. But for that reason, let's wrap this up.
So we're gonna finish. I have a new idea for finishing our episodes.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you jokes.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
I think they're funny.
All right.
I don't even know if I
try
can
and
get
be
the first one
open-minded.
out without laughing. If you don't think these are funny, I'm gonna be really upset.
Yeah, don't put too much pressure on
I
it.
think they're really funny. Okay.
but now my mind's just not in the mood to be laughing.
Why?
Because you just set me back. There's so much pressure on it now. Go ahead.
Okay. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur? Don't
What?
actually guess it, or I'll be upset if you get the answer.
Okay.
A lick-a-lot-of-puss.
God, our senses of humor are so fucking different.
That's the one I was laughing on the couch when I heard.
So this is what a guy said to his grandma?
Yeah, his mom.
Mom, okay.
So yeah, these are the videos I watch. This guy, whenever he's eating dinner with his mom, which I feel like they must do weekly, he will say, "Hey mom, what do you call a lesbian dinosaur?" And she is the sweetest, most innocent looking old lady. She just goes, "I don't know, but I bet it's awful." And he goes, "A lick-a-lot-of-puss." And then she'll go, "Oh my, Brian." And then she'll look at her husband. "Did you hear what he said?"
And is he laughing? Is the dad laughing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dad's laughing. Brian's laughing. That tells the joke, and it's either his sister or his wife. Someone's next to him, and she's dying. Okay.
Okay, what's next?
What does a burnt pizza, a frozen beer, and a pregnant woman have in common?
What?
Someone didn't pull out in time.
A burnt pizza, a frozen beer, and a pregnant woman?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. That's clever.
Okay, I only have 3.
Okay.
Okay. Why did the Avon lady walk funny?
Why?
Because her lipstick. Because her lipstick.
Not if fucking Shelly gets a hold of them.
Oh, fuck.
They won't exist anymore.
They're pretty funny jokes.
It's because her lips stick. Would that make it weird to walk?
If your lipstick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Do
Chafe
they
Central.
Do they do this? They don't do this.
I don't know.
Do they do this? Does pussy lips do this? No.
No.
No, you'd
Well-
get rug burn.
Like there'd be some movement down there.
Is there friction? Like, do you start to heat up?
Not that I'm aware of.
You're always hot. I feel like you could pop popcorn down there.
Jesus.
But I feel like that's so weird. If like while you're walking, your lips just going.
I think friction and stuck together is a different thing.
They are stuck together.
That's it. I just had 3 for you today.
My lips, they are stuck together.
My mouth is dry.
Okay, well,
Is that what you were like last night when you were high?
I was just so fucking tired after a day of sitting in the
Snacks.
sun, and then Amy came through and fucking.
Made cookies.
Oh my god!
And they were good.
Yeah, they were fucking exceptional.
Well, we should go to the grocery store because I'm hungry.
You know what? Please, please, please share this with a friend. Tell them that it's a PG podcast.
Don't tell them that.
Did I swear a lot?
Actually, I think this one was better.
Let a friend know that this is just a calm, relaxing podcast where a couple talks about the ins and outs of life.
It
The
would have
pros,
been
the
mostly that
cons.
today if you didn't play
Hey,
the
don't
horrific
interrupt you, bitch.
shit that came out of Shelly's
Hey,
mouth.
shut up.
That's not
okay.
nice.
So, send your friends over, rate, review, and subscribe on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up on fucking TikTok. And follow us on Instagram. And leave us a review on iTunes, iCloud, Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get your favorite podcasts. And we'll see you next week.
Look like you're high.
Bye.